Here we go. I don't even know what take this is, but whatever it is, it's the one I'm going to get sub 38 on. Watch me call that. Like, one of these runs, I'm just going to say, I'm going to get sub 38 this run, and then that's the run I get sub 38 on. I'm going to try to PB this run. That's the goal. If I manage to, then wonderful. If I don't, big surprise. I mean, who would have guessed? So I missed the cave skip, which is a skip in Zora's Domain that skips like a bunch of shock keys. And I had to deal with those shock keys. And that's how my last run died. I lost enough time that I was like, okay, I give up. And that was the end of the run. We'll see if this run goes better. We'll see if this run is worth salvaging when I inevitably miss the cave skip. It's funny, though, because, like, usually I mess up on the rock bridges, and the rock bridges are, like, it takes a lot of time to recover from those. But it's possible. Like, I mean, it's possible to recover from getting hit by keys. But it just takes so much time because you've got to kill the keys, and then you've got to respawn the bike, and then you have to, like, do whatever. You know, you've got to go through the slower route now that you've missed cave skip. And so it's like, it's just really frustrating. But it's really funny because I did the Zora's Domain regular route, like the rock bridge stuff. I did that pretty well, and then I just missed, like, the easy part. Which is unfortunate, but it happens. You know. Every mistake's gotta happen once. Here's Guccini, our boy. He doesn't even get to see the light of day. You know, we just kind of skip him, don't we? But I love Guccini. He is my life. Okay, here we go. That's always kind of slow, but it's faster than some of the alternatives. Honestly, it's kind of just a fact that this is slow. You're kidding me. I'm behind my last run already. That sucks. Huh. Strange. That's the first time in a while that that's happened, but it worked out really well. Yeah, probably going to lose some time on this split, which doesn't surprise me, but it's not going to be an obnoxious amount of time. It's going to be like a couple of seconds at most. .7 seconds. I do believe that that is better than on my last run, because I saved it very well. It's so easy to, like, make up for your mistakes on runs like this. I don't know. There are some speedrun categories. Like, I've been doing Trial of the Sword 100% recently. Trial of the Sword 100%, if you make a mistake, I mean, there are times, like, technically you can go back and, like, redo the trial and, like, make up for your mistakes. But when you've got stuff like chests that fall into the void if you're not correct, you can't, like, make up for that, because once it falls into the void, it's gone forever, and the only way to fix it is to reset. So it just doesn't happen in runs. Also, I like the RNG for the weather today for this run, because usually it's stormy here. And I don't know what's happening right now, that it's not going to be stormy, but that's time loss. But whatever, I'm gonna get time loss here anyway, yeah. For the hour-long world load. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It appears that letting go of gas, or letting go of letting go of the gas button, pretty much, lets you get through the world load faster, which makes sense. Or, I mean, that's what it appeared to be, because usually there's a really, really long world load there. And it took a lot less time than it ever has. So I wonder if that's a thing. Like, letting go of all controls. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because the game's got to load your controls in addition to the world. So yeah, maybe that's the strat for shorter world loads. Because that was like half the length of the regular world load. If even. The regular world load can take up to like 5 seconds, and it's agonizing because you're like, I'm doing really well, and then the world is just like, yeah, but you're doing too well. I was saying this on my last run that failed, that it's almost a strat at this point to go slow in certain areas just so the world has time to load and you don't have to wait for the world loads, because sometimes the world loads take longer than it would if you were just doing the slow path and it wouldn't have to world load. And that's kind of sad, but whatever. I did not save much time there. Hopefully this next split goes well, though. It's all about this hill. I saved it. It's going to be time loss, but I saved it. Okay. Here we go. Wow. That was very effective. That third one, though, let out, like, some kind of blood-curling version of the little sound they make. Which is kind of sad. But whatever. You know, death happens. So this was really slow, but I wonder if I can put myself in the green on this segment. I mean, it'll probably be pretty easy. I could probably go at least like 4 seconds in the green or something. Which would be amazing. I'd love to be 4 seconds in the green right now. I mean, honestly, if I could be 4 seconds in the green by... Or if I could be like 6 seconds in the green by Tabantha, I'd be ecstatic. That'd be exactly where I need to be. Because then I can... Then there's a little bit of room for error in the next segments, which I definitely need because I kind of suck at them. And I did surprisingly well during my PB. Okay. Let's see how much I can green this split by. I'm guessing 4 seconds. You know what? 5 seconds. 5 seconds is my guess. Give or take like a second. We'll see. We'll see how accurate that is. I mean, it looks like I'm going to have a pretty good hill here. It's just all about how I approach the stable, which I think this is a pretty fast route. Honestly, going up and over the stable here is, like, I think it's half a second to a second faster than going around, which is amazing. At least it is for me. I don't know how it works for everyone else. Maybe I'm just kind of slow going around that stable. But it removes the fear of bumping into the horse part of the stable. You know, the part of the stable that actually contains the horses, so the stable part of the stable, if you will. But yeah, it kind of removes the fear of me accidentally running into that and having my run die because my unicorn bike decided to clip it. Which, by the way, happens. It's happened on multiple occasions, in fact. There, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is going really, really well. Like, this is going a lot better than I've ever done it. Which is awesome. Come on, let's not mess up here. That was dangerously close to the edge. But I like living on the edge. I definitely don't like playing it safe and only do risky strats for speedruns. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, that's kind of close. That was really slow. But hey, I keep forgetting that I have to just keep holding that direction, because otherwise I run into stuff. So yeah, but hey, that was pretty good, all things considered. That's probably, except for like that rock there at the end, that was probably the cleanest I've ever done that. Now, some people who've run this category before are going to be like, that's the cleanest? But yeah, it's... I'm not very good at my my Tabantha Great Bridge to Snowfield Stable segment. This is probably one of the segments that I do least well, considering how easy it is. Like, it's so consistent and easy, but I just mess it up. Okay. Let's see if I can do this correctly. That was not correct, but that worked really well. So maybe that should become the new correct. I don't know, though. The other way, I think, was like half a second faster. So, frankly, I think the other way is better. Because every half a second counts, as we all know now that I've taken... Sorry, as we all know now that I've taken the world record by, like, a few frames. I still think that's insane. But I'm also really happy about it. Okay, here we go. 1, 1, 2, 3. Throw it all in. Get on the bike and go. Excuse me, did I hear a Yiga clan member there? Sir, I think you're in the wrong place. There's no link here. I don't know what you're doing. That was bad. Ah, that's even worse. Wow, I'm really messing this up. I was too focused on trying to split, and then I messed everything up. That's kind of a tricky path there, but I think that's fast. Okay. I'm glad that it's just cloudy here, because then that means I can actually see and actually perform this correctly. What was I saying about performing it correctly? Because that was definitely not it. That ain't it, Chief. Woo boy, that was almost a lot of time loss. But thankfully, I'm a master at saving. I don't know what I'm a master at saving at. I'm not saving Zelda right now. Saving, like, my bike. My bike that no one likes, including me. Whew! That was clean. Okay, this isn't going to gold, but this is definitely going to green by a large margin. Considering that I lost 12 seconds on my gold on the last run. I think I'll probably get 6 seconds, considering how I messed up the first part. But, like, 6 seconds is still substantial, so I'll take it. Though, I don't know. Maybe I'll only take, like, 4. Just considering that, like, the entire thing as a whole wasn't that clean. It's just, like, a couple of parts of it were pretty clean. So we'll see. Maybe, like, most of it was gold-worthy, and then parts of it were kind of wonky. We'll see. I really can't tell. I couldn't tell you. I can't see the future. All I can see is that we're not getting 10 seconds. But we're getting time save. I got 1 second of time. You're kidding me, right? I bet if I didn't mess up that second set of rocks, or no, the third set of rocks, the one that's always really hard to... Honestly, I don't know if that's harder or the final one. It kind of scales in difficulty, doesn't it? Like, as you go, at the very beginning, it's like that first set of rocks is really easy. And then the second one's like, if you know the route, it's pretty easy, but it's also kind of easy to mess up. And then the third one is like, it's really easy to mess up, but if you're at the right angle, it's pretty easy. And then the final one, it's like, no matter what, you just have to pray. You just have to pray that you get it, because that's the only way it'll happen. But yeah. Let's see if I can get some time save here. Watch me lose time. I probably will, honestly. But, I mean, this is not a ton faster than my best. Or this isn't a ton slower than my best. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Ready to split for Karok. Boom. Saved 0.1 seconds. No, I saved less than 0.1 seconds. It's just, it made the difference between a tenth of a second. Or made the difference of a tenth of a second between that split and the last one. Or the last couple, or whatever. But yeah. Woo! Cutting it close. Okay, I think I need to be a little bit farther to the left here. Just so I can clear all of this properly. Cool. I'm gonna get noticed up here. Yep. That's how I know I'm doing this route correctly. No, that's not true. I could do it correctly with that thing dead. But it's like a nice confirmation, you know? Okay. I think right here. Yeah, that's the path. Okay, and we go up. Up. Oh boy. That was not the fast strat, but that went surprisingly well for not being the fast strat, so I'm okay. I could probably honestly gold, considering how fast that was. Oh, that was the perfect angle. Like that, it's been a really long time since I've gotten that, but that's the perfect angle. Well, probably not. Honestly, I was probably slightly off because I bumped a tiny bit. But like, I got all of the airtime I needed, which was awesome. It's been like really, really long since I've gotten that. Like, it's been weeks at least since I've gotten something that good. But that's fine. That's fine. Because I just got it now. In my hour of need. I keep thinking that I should split here, but I don't split here. Maybe I should just put a split here, just for the heck of it. But that's not going to be great when I eventually find a way to skip that bridge. Okay. Wow, that was a little bit of time loss. Like, just a little bit, like a couple milliseconds. Maybe like a couple thousandths of a second. Well, I think that's the same thing, actually. Gold! That's really good. It's an early refuel, but that's a really, really good split, so I'll take it. I saved 3 seconds where there was like 1.5 seconds to save. Okay, here we go. I'm definitely keeping all of these videos today. Because although they're not, like, although they may not work out to be full runs, there are a lot of really good segments in each of them. I couldn't see there, so that's going to be a little bit of time loss. But hopefully that's the only time loss I get. Okay. What? Did someone need help? Nah, that must have been my imagination. No one needs help. The most important thing is finishing this bike challenge, right? Right? You know, the people of Hyrule don't matter. All that matters is that sick, sick PB. I'm telling you. When I get that PB, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be the best PB you've ever seen. I mean, technically that's true. Because if I PB, I world record. And that would technically be the best time in the world. So it would be the best PB you've ever seen. Unless you're watching this after Lieutenant Periwinkle somehow takes world record back. In which case, then it would not be the best you've ever seen. But, or if I like beat my own time too. Or if Dovahkiin beats my time. Really, unless you're watching this like the day it comes out or like a couple of days later, then this is the best. Yeah. No, unless you're watching this the day it came out or a couple of days later, this is not the best time you've ever seen. Unless this is the only run that you've ever seen, then it also is the best time. But, you know, I don't like to assume, you know. Regardless, what I'm saying is that this is on track to be a really good time. Okay, here we go. Lost a bunch of time. Doesn't surprise me. What I didn't lose is my ability to do this skip. I guess it's not really a skip, it's more like a route. But I like to call it a skip because it kind of is a skip. Okay, here we go. That was kind of sloppy, but we'll see if I can make this next one a little bit better. I say as I mess it up. You're kidding me, right? For those of you who don't know, what I did right there was I pressed L, and then the bike just nosedived. I don't know what happened. But whatever. I can probably still green this, knowing how my last run went. Okay, here we go. Wow, those rocks were very annoying right there. I didn't even see them. Okay, whatever. It's fine. That legitimately does seem to help. Okay, I lost a little bit of time on that, which doesn't really surprise me. But let's see if I can get this pretty well. Because if I can get this skip here decently done, then it doesn't really matter because I can just, you know... As long as I can green, like if I can end in the green, I'll be happy. I mean, it's unfortunate that I don't get sub 38, but that just means that I can save that for another run. What happened there? Like the handlebar hit a tree. And then I lost time. Dang it. This is so slow. I'm gonna lose more time here. Yep, lost another 0.2 seconds. Great, great, wonderful. But hey, there's plenty of time to save post-warp. So, I'm going to hope that I can get that time save. Obviously, I'm not going to count on it, but I'm going to hope. 2513 is kind of a bad warp, but whatever. This is really nice weather. Okay, and then we go here. And 1, 1, 2, 3. By the way, that jump wasn't a strat, that was just a misinput. Yeah, that was kind of slow. Probably gonna lose like a second because of that, but whatever. Honestly, I could probably jump those rocks, like that last rock there, and then I could probably save some time because of that. Okay, I think I see the red tree that I'm looking for. That's good. This is the first time. Oh gosh. I'm just going to do that real quick because next is thunderstorms and I'm not going to risk anything. The forecast is very unfortunate. Okay. Woo! Alright. Let's see if I can get sub 29 at least on this segment. If I can get sub 29 minutes, then I'll be happy. I think right about there is where I want to be. And we're going to run right into that rock. Wow. I've done this run so many times that I remember everything. Well, not everything, but most of it. Okay. I'm gonna drift, because I'm the Drift King. I forget, what's Drift King? I feel like I should know what that is. Ends up turning the other way. That's because I was afraid that I was going to go off the ledge there. But yeah, I just turned around the other way. I was like, you know what? I take that back. I did literally more than a 360. But that's alright. As long as I can do this pretty tightly, then we're good. I'm going to pull out my strat, which is like significantly harder and doesn't save any time. It doesn't lose any time, but it doesn't save any time. You know what? Maybe that's my swag strat for this category. Oh, the root. The root really, really did me in there. This is looking not very promising, but we'll see. Maybe I'll gold. Here we go. What a gold. What a gold indeed. 8 seconds. If I can get an 8-second PB. No. We want that 13-second PB. Well, 13.02. But I'm begging for sub 38 on this run. Because it's possible. It's still possible. That's the thing. And I know I can do it. I know I have it in me. I just need to focus. Or maybe I need to stop focusing. Maybe I need to not tense up. Because maybe that's going to lose me time. I don't know. Regardless, I'm just going to follow my instincts and do this run the best I can. And we're going to hope. We're going to hope that I can sub 38. Oh boy. Here we go. This is the hard part of this segment. Like, this to the end of the segment is the hard part of this segment. Actually, you know what? There's a little bit toward the end of the segment. That's pretty easy. But this part of the segment is just kind of hard. It's really easy to lose a lot of time. No, what? Why were you turned that way, Link? That didn't make physics sense. But yeah, whatever. I'm sure there's, like, room for gold on this. But I'm also sure that I'm probably going to light green this. I'm not gonna red it. At least, as long as I don't mess this up terribly. Which I doubt I will. It's really easy. Yeah. I should probably light green this. Okay, cool. We'll see. My PB segment is 258, and I'm at 247. Yeah. This should be a dark green, probably. I think I light greened by fractions of a second. I mean, there was some obvious time loss there, so, you know, probably gonna light green this as well, but probably only by a couple of seconds. Okay, here we go. You know what, we're going. Okay. That's gonna be time loss, because that was in a suboptimal position to refuel. But whatever. I'm probably gonna lose like 2 or 3 seconds on this. Which is alright. I can probably make it up in the next 2 splits, honestly. Come on. I need to jump there. I need to remember to jump there, pretty much. Oh, gosh. That's not a good time at all. Okay, 2 seconds. One of those seconds already got lost. But let's see if I can make this gold worthy up to like gold worthy besides that mistake. So I'll green, like dark green, but it'll be because I made up for the rest of it. We'll see. We'll see if that works. Probably not. I'll probably like mess up cack skip or something. Here we go. Kakariko skip is a go, as long as I can not bump into any rocks. Like, I think there's a rock right there. Right there, yep. Don't really like where those horses were placed, but that's alright. Or I guess spawned where they were placed. Someone put those horses there just to spite me. I thought it was Lieutenant Periwinkle, who was sabotaging my run. Speedrunning, but it's way too dramatic. Okay. I probably already lost the 2 seconds. And then I'm just gonna lose more time now. Okay.
It is my pleasure.
Here we go. Jump. That was pretty good. Yep, I knew that was happening, and I tried to avoid it, but it didn't work. At least I got that jump pretty well. I think right there is where I want to be. A little bit farther that way, yeah. Okay. Can I see my opening? I think it's right about there. I think this is the straight angle I need to take. We'll see if I can make it. Watch me somehow gold this. Get out of the way. Ooh, that was such a weird sound to make. But whatever. Yeah, I golded. Okay. Can I gold this segment too? Please? I mean, how much time save? I've got 2 seconds of time save here. Yeah, I can definitely gold this. Considering how bad my last Hatno was, gold should be easy. Okay. At the very least, I'll PB. And I'll be really close to sub 38. I can almost feel it at this point. Like, sub 38 feels like it's almost here. And that's awesome. I never thought that I'd be the one to do it. I mean, I might not be the one to do it, who knows. But I never thought, like, I'd even be a contestant to be, like, the top runner. It was always my hope. But, you know, it was never my expectation. And yet, here I am. I could do it. If I break the laws of time and just go faster than the game actually allows me to, then this could be the run. But naturally, I'm gonna mess up and not break the laws of time and stuff like that. Cool. Come on. That was a late split. But hey, new PB. That's pretty good.